Alright, time for episode 1 of the new Serena podcast. With the three mainstays, or who we're hoping to be the mainstays. Me, Feel the Heat, patriarch / owner of the server, who's always appearing offline. You know how we do it. We got a human, big old Captain Boy, the big old gay man married to the kind.
Yes.
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 Oh,
And then we have the Poggerman, Mog Champ himself, Ed, the chat killer Kelly.
the man, the myth, the legend, the fucking Michigan Mogger, aka the fucking CEO of Pachinko ASMR.
Pachinko ASMR. God, that's an old memory.
Oh, that's old.
God, but I watched the whole hour of that. That was,
Listen, that had to have been thrilling hearing that fucking ping ping sound going all the fucking time.
listen, it wasn't fun watching the same 5 minutes over and over, but you gotta respect the grind.
You do have to respect that. I mean, you're essentially watching a legitimate game of Pachinko at that point, though. Let's be real.
It's not that much different from playing it. It's very automatic at that point.
It is.
It is. But anyway, let's talk a little bit about ourselves. Just basic, bare bones introductions. Because, you know, some people can say they've been here for about 3 months and not know us, which is pretty pog.
Yeah, it is. Literal who's. It's pretty quirky.
It is quirky.
Quirky.
So, I'm Feel the Heat. I was originally known as Goramy, or Goramy the Mahjong Master, but honestly, Goramy is cringe and unfunny and not based, so I changed the name in the profile picture. What else they gotta know about me? I'm from Australia. I'm fucking 18, mate, so I can get on the piss, but I don't.
Ooh.
Quirky.
Very
And,
quirky.
what else should they know? I think this server is a hellhole that is a refuge for everybody that has been outcast by better servers.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. Going right out the gate in episode 1, calling us the unsuperior server. Wow.
We are Kanda Court. How can we be superior?
Shh, don't tell people what we secretly are. Shh, shh, shh.
We'll
This
censor
is
that. We'll
supposed to be
censor
a
that.
Secret project. Anyone, listen, we're not even gonna get like 2 people listening to this. So if anyone hears that we are secretly Concord, it'll only be like what? My mom?
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Who's next? Which one? Come on.
Oh, do you want to go human or do you want me to go?
I'll go. I'll get it out of the way. So, I'm human. I am the American, other than Ed. I am Captain. I claim myself to be best captain even. Yeah.
That's a fucking tall statement, my man.
Let's check mod logs.
Oh, let me just whip my fucking credentials out.
Yeah, okay. Now we got
What's
the hype up going, Ed. Come on, tell us who you are.
Yeah, what's up? I'm about to fucking beat that dickhead one-upping with a fucking sad Discord like, what's up? My name is fucking your boy, Ed Kelly.
LMAO.
I don't know how I got here or when I got here, but I got here at some point, and I've been wrecking shit since. I don't know how we're still going, but here we are. What's up?
What's up? It's the mitten.
Exactly. I'm just fucking chilling in the mitten, feeling like I'm in like getting a warm handshake every day.
So, boys, we all met in the same place, but that isn't really that interesting, is it? How did you guys get onto Discord originally? What got you into it?
Ooh. For me, it was a freaking Gary's Mod Trouble in Terrace Town server.
Ooh,
used to have like a Skype group, but then we switched to Discord, and that's kind of what started it.
that is actually. That caught me off guard. I thought it would have been just a Janny SOS.
No, I actually started that hellscape via a DM from a bot where it just said, "Hey, check this server out, LMAO."
Wow.
Yeah, and that was the first time I was ever in a 4chan server, and all it was just from a bot. I
God.
got baited hardcore.
Let's see. I'm a bit of a World of Warcraft player, and guilds have moved on from using Skype and Ventrilo and stuff to Discord, because Discord is honestly great for that kind of stuff. So originally, I just had it set up for like joining a few YouTuber servers. I think I joined mainly Call Me Carson server, and I would also be in guild servers for when I played WoW. Mind you, I don't think I ever joined a voice chat with them because I'm a very slack player. It's like I can barely get to max level, you expect me to go raiding? And how'd you get into Discord, human?
That I knew, but
Oh, you're cutting out. You want fix that up?
Damn, you
No.
really do handle.
so I first used it as just to talk to friends because that was like the goal. My friend told me to get it because he used it, so we could talk to each other in DMs. Then I joined this server which had like 50 people. Most of them, I think, had mental problems, but that's besides.
Doesn't every Discord user have mental problems though?
Yes.
Yeah, dude. Welcome to
Ah.
society.
Not as bad as Twitter though.
That's debatable. Most use both.
Yeah, most do use both, but like I can actually stand Discord.
Yeah.
Which you've been on SOS for more than 5 minutes.
Listen, SOS is a special case.
I've been in SOS for 5 minutes. I didn't like any minute.
No,
Imagine being in it for 2 years.
each minute was a different layer of hell, Ed. I don't know
Yeah.
how you can run that
being
place.
in that layers and layers of hell for 2 years.
I don't want to imagine. Couldn't
I
stand
am
an hour.
I am a cursed enigma of a man.
That you certainly are. I think you should reevaluate yourself, honestly, but that's just. Anyway. So what are we gonna talk about? We got heaps that we can. How
Who
about
knows?
Google Doc.
Yeah, let's look at this conveniently planned Google Doc that I made last night.
Yes.
Anonymous Dumbo Octopus. Movies. There's a lot that you can talk about with movies. So let's start with the easy question. Human, what's your favorite movie? God, you've got a horrible mic. What is going on with you?
I know, it's terrible. Probably The Dark Crystal, only because I watched it a million.
That's got David Bowie, doesn't it? Or am I thinking wrong? No, that's Labyrinth I'm thinking of, isn't it?
Yeah, The Labyrinth had David Bowie,
Yeah.
which was a really good movie nonetheless.
Yeah, I've heard good things about Labyrinth.
Yeah,
But-
you watch it to see David Bowie's bold. That's
But- Why
Dude,
is
I
Dark
didn't
Crystal
even
your
know
favorite?
that dude was David Bowie for like the longest time.
Really? Didn't know it was
like,
David
that's a
Bowie?
good- Yeah, no, I didn't know anything as a kid, dude. All I fucking saw was the Labyrinth, and I'm just like, oh, this dude's weird.
Mind you, I'd probably argue that you still don't know anything, Ed.
sad.
That's hurtful.
I mean,
I'm
I,
sorry.
I'm gonna
I,
cry now. I'm gonna cry in the corner. Get the
Yeah, you can
fucking
do that.
pint of Ben and Jerry's.
Get some Taco Bell.
Yeah, dude. I'm gonna fucking eat some Taco Bell with a fucking crunchy shell in fucking Pogcast.
in Pogcast.
Right.
Pogcast crunchy shell. You just
Welcome to the fucking food taste testing segment. Today we have a Taco Bell, Locos Nachos, Bel Grande, whatever the fuck.
Ed's food review. Says we've got the attention on Ed. What's your favorite movie, Eddie boy?
God. I don't know. My taste in movies is very obscure.
Like
So-
what
I
history
guess my
films?
fucking. Yeah, I'm really into history films. Like 1917 was absolutely phenomenal.
I haven't watched many history films. I just can't watch them, or haven't shown an interest.
They're just violence for the most part. I mean, I look at it for the history aspect, but I don't know.
Isn't
Well,
that like
like-
the main aspect of it, just the history?
Yeah, but a lot of the directors like to focus on the action portion of it.
I mean, the action is like what probably gets them the awards and the people coming in.
Yeah, I mean, like 1917 had like a full rush sequence at the end that was like a really long cut, and it like pretty much got them the fucking Emmy.
Yeah. I mean, it's always interesting to see directors do different stuff with a lot of what am I thinking? Like war scenes are stuff that you see a lot across film. So it's cool when they do something unique.
Yeah, which is kind of what they did, because they kind of made the whole scene going from like the end of like the first tunnel and exiting it all like one seamless scene.
Oh,
all of it just goes
I
into
love the
one
one
number.
takes.
Yeah, they're so good.
Yes. Those are muy caliente. They're beautiful shots.
Oh yes, they are. A childhood favorite of mine and like a nostalgia trip for me is the fucking Ace Ventura movies.
Oh my
That kind of
god.
cheesy.
I remember the first time I saw those, I was like staying the night at my friend's place and he had this small shitty little CRT monitor and he just played both movies back to back and it had me in stitches.
Fucking
Oh, it
quality.
was so good.
I first got introduced to the fucking Call of the Wild one or whatever it's called.
When nature calls.
Yes. I fucking
God.
my favorite scene is like right before they're about like leaving the fucking temple. He has to do the slinky.
Oh, the slinky down all the stairs and just
You, I love the slinky, 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 go, slinky, go!
and then it stops at the last stair.
Oh, so close! One more
So
time.
close. Oh, Jim Carrey is so good.
He is.
Oh, he has such an energy about him. Love his
Mhm.
films.
That
God.
and when he fucking flips the Jeep into the spot. Like a glove.
Something
Like,
that just
he just
stands
makes
out to me
iconic
is the rhino scene from When Nature Calls.
Yeah, where he's just going, like, oh, it's your friend. And he's like,
Oh god.
starting to dig his way out of
I could
it.
just talk about Jim Carrey and his films for ages. He's
Hello,
always
welcome
got a
to
good
the
moment.
Serena Jim Carrey Appreciation Hour. Thank you for your patience.
Yes, we need to do that.
The Jim Carrey Appreciation Hour. I need to. I really want to watch the Sonic movie actually, just for Jim Carrey.
That was actually pretty good.
Was
I
it?
did enjoy it. I'm not gonna lie. I watched it with my buddy and his kids, and it wasn't that bad at all. I actually really enjoyed him in it, and like the main protagonist wasn't that bad either. And honestly, the Sonic in it wasn't really bad either.
No, the Sonic looked decent after the redesign, but I don't know. I was always soured just because of that first design and like how kind of cringe it was, you know?
Yeah, don't get me wrong. That was atrocious.
That was Sonic after Meth.
But my favorite
Maybe
movie
they took the feedback
is
though.
it's not the biggest film, but it's from 2011 and it's called Limitless.
God, I think I remember that.
Do you? You know, Bradley Cooper, Abby Cornish, Robert De Niro.
Yeah, that sounds very familiar. Give me the base premise real quick.
So Bradley Cooper
Is it
plays
about time?
No, it's not about time. So Bradley Cooper, he plays an author in New York. He's got a girlfriend, but like shit's bad, right? You know, he's fucking lazy, he's apathetic, he can't get shit done. Until an old friend rocks up, you know, brother of his ex, and gives him this nice little fucking good shit drug, right? Called NZT. He pops it, his brain's working 100%. It's like I don't know how to explain it.
Seen that movie, but
The drug unlocks your full mental capacity, and you're just like
using
can do
the full
whatever.
capacity of your brain, so you're just fucking able to do it. Essentially anything that your brain can
Yeah, like
possibly.
the first time he uses it, he cleans up his whole apartment, finishes his book, and plays the stock market to get like a heap of money, right? And then like the rest of the plot focuses around like finding the drug, getting the drug, creating your own production line on it, and like, you know, he's trying to stop other people from getting the drug too. But it has a lot of really cool cinematic things that I like. Where when Eddie is off the drug, that's the guy Bradley Cooper plays. There's a lot of these greenish tones, and the camera's very shaky because they went with like this handheld style. And then there's also the presentation as like the movie goes on. Originally he's like really shamble, he's got bad looking clothes and whatnot. As the movie goes, he gets a clean suit, he gets some nice hair, he shaves, you know, he looks more presentable. And when he is on the drug, there's a lot of these like very slick motions with the camera, these yellowy hues, you know. It's like you can see the difference.
Yeah. Like he's going through withdrawals because of the greenish hue. It makes it look like it's almost like a sickly hue.
Yeah, exactly. He is just nothing without it at that point. And like,
It's almost like Wall Street brokers and cocaine.
yeah, a bit. He certainly relies on it to get him to where he is in life at this point. And I think the film ends with him like running to become like a politician. Yeah, he's running for the Senate.
Damn, my boy rising up.
Oh yeah, it's a fucking rags to riches story. So good. Came out in like 2011, based on this book called where is it? Based on The Dark Fields by Alan Glynn, he was an Irish writer, born in 1960. Ooh. And then like it spun off a TV series of the same name, and the TV series is about this other random schmuck who found the drug, but instead of creating his own mogul and empire, he got caught by the cops, and instead has to start working for the cops solving crimes using the drug.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
I actually really enjoyed the premise of the TV show because they actually got Bradley Cooper and shit in there.
Ooh.
I know. It's like really good. I enjoy it. If you haven't seen it or haven't seen it in a while, just rewatch it.
I might, to be honest. This sounds like a really good one.
It
I was thinking of this other movie, but I think it had Ashton Kutcher in it or something. But it was one where like the fucking basic premise of it was just like everyone is like essentially pays in like their like life or like their
Oh, I
time on.
remember that one. Yes, I
Yeah.
know which one you're talking about. That's not Ashton Kutcher though, is it?
I don't remember who it is the issue.
Which
I thought
movie is this?
Or no, is it Justin Timberlake?
I
Was he
think
in
it
it?
might be.
Did he act?
It might be Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, it was Justin Timberlake then. Because I think he does act on occasion, and he does look
Yeah,
like
he
Justin.
does. He does act.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was
Justin
a Justin
Timberlake movies.
Timberlake
Yeah,
movie.
In Time. In Time.
Yes.
2011, same year. I actually really like that movie.
That movie was really good. I fucking love that shit, dude. I watched that with my buddy. Ooh.
It's super good.
Yeah, and the fact that like everything in the like the whole nation essentially, or just city, is controlled by like the
How long do
distribution
you have left to
time.
live?
Yeah.
Because, like, isn't the premise like, okay, you stop aging at 25, and then when you're 25, the timer on your arm starts.
Yeah, and that's
And
how
that-
long you have to live.
Yeah, exactly. So
And you
everything
can either
is
get
everything is essentially given to you except for the time. So you have to
Yeah.
work for your time. Oh my god, so
if you're
good.
poor, there's time banks and shit like that. And
Yes.
didn't they like rob one?
Yeah, because he becomes like a friggin' criminal, doesn't he? He like runs
Yeah,
off with,
dude,
he
they
runs
fucking
off with
went
the
on, like,
rich
a
guy's
whole crime
daughter,
spree.
and then they just become like time criminals, where they just
Yeah,
keep.
they were taking from like the big CEOs and everything and trying to give to everyone else.
Exactly. It was a real Robin Hood story, wasn't it? Take from the rich, give
It
to the poor.
was.
Another
Honestly,
film
this
that's
might be
actually
an
really good.
extremely hot take that I might get heat for, but I kind of preferred that over The Matrix.
Ooh,
I've only watched it.
that is a very hot
no,
take.
not The Matrix. Inception. I'm sorry. I haven't seen The Matrix, so I can't put a stake in it, which is another hot take that I will be screamed at for later.
Yeah,
That you haven't
but
watched The Matrix.
at least watch
No,
the first
I
one.
haven't.
The rest you can skip.
Okay, Ed, guess what? I'ma stand with you side by side, boy. I haven't watched it either.
My brother.
We are brothers.
I've only watched the first movie, the first Matrix. I didn't watch any of the rest.
I don't know, it's not that the movies turn me off, it's just like, I don't really care for it.
Yeah, it's not really my cup of tea.
But,
I know, like
you know
the
what
Blade
movie is my
movies
cup of
and
tea,
other
Ed?
good.
I got another one for you. This one's a bit old, it's from 2006. It's called The Prestige. Movie about magic. It's directed by Christopher Nolan. It's got Christian Bale, it's got Hugh Jackman, it's got Scarlett Johansson,
Wait,
David Bowie, and Michael Caine.
God, why does that one sound familiar?
Because I've talked about it before.
Oh,
Christian Bale and Hugh
yeah,
Jackman are
yeah.
both they're
I think
both
I've seen this
magicians.
movie before. Yes, I've seen this movie before. It's really,
Yes,
really good.
it's super good. It talks about because they're like they started off as mates, but then they turn into rival magicians trying to outdo each other with the tricks, and then they just keep sabotaging each other to like the point where one's hand gets cut off, and you know they think one killed the other.
Yeah, it's really, really good.
Oh, it's a good mystery because it starts with a very good cliffhanger and then it jumps back to where it started with their relationship and brings you to that point, and then the movie goes on a bit after that to really explore what happens.
Nice.
Yeah, doesn't like one of them try to like they're trying to do a gun trick and one of them like tries to set a gun but like actually
Oh yeah, because it's like catch the bullet between his teeth, so it's like goes to shoot him in the head. Yeah, that is one of the tricks, but that trick works in the film. Because there's one that Hugh Jackman's one plays called The Disappearing Man, where it's like, basically he has two doors set up on both sides of the stage. He found a body double, and, you know, you walk through the door, he falls through the stage, and then this body double comes up and, you know, gloats a bit, really digs in the show, and walks off stage, and then Hugh Jackman comes back and keeps doing the magic, right? Well, Christian Bale's character found out, so what does he do? He gets the body double super drunk and tries to sabotage it. And
Quality movie.
oh, it is a quality movie. And like, you know, out of all people that you think would be in the cast, they had like Nikola Tesla, played by David Bowie.
David Bowie was Nikola Tesla.
Yes!
Damn.
It's actually like super good. My media teacher played it for us in media, and it's like, my god.
Watch it now. Amazing.
It is. It's just like, he did it right after Batman Begins, so he had a bit of like a rapport with Christian Bale as well. Super good. God.
It is.
But there's just like so many good movies, you know, if you find something small, you can just really dig in on that. And I like to tear a good movie apart, honestly. I like to get into a bit of analysis.
Oh yeah, me too. Don't get me started on fucking David Byrne's True Stories, because I love that movie.
It's like, I love something that I can really tear apart and analyze, like comparison analysis as well, like comparing Star Wars Episode 4 and 7, so A New Hope and The Force Awakens. I like comparing those because it's like 7 just tries to be 4 again, but replace everyone with women.
I thought 7 was pretty good.
It's the best out of the 3, but that isn't saying much when everything else that came before it is better.
I mean, out of the Disney trilogy part, I thought Solo was the best.
Well, that's not part of the trilogy. Trilogy means 3.
Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, out of the 3, 7 is the best, but out of the whole Disney arc, Solo is the best in my
Rogue One was pretty good as well.
Yeah, Rogue One's
But no, if you have a good movie that you can analyze, I can just do that forever.
And like, don't be a menace. That's theory.
Like, there's a difference between being a good movie and being a good movie for analysis, I reckon.
Yeah.
Because, The Shining has a lot of good analysis around it as well. Like Kubrick's version.
Yeah. That movie was actually, like, when it first came out, everyone hated it. But now everyone loves it.
It was decisive because Kubrick changed a lot from the novels and stuff. It's you know, some people are very against change when it comes to adaptations, I reckon.
Yeah. Especially when it switches what was in the book.
If it makes it better, I don't mind. But
Me too.
the question is, what is better then?
Yeah. And that's subjective.
Oh, very. Because, like, what was one of the bigger changes between the book and the film? Because I can't remember for the life of me.
Me neither. God damn.
The Dogman was changed a lot.
Man, I know, who's the black guy? Holloway?
Yeah.
Yeah, Kubrick killed him off in his film instead of, letting him live, which made it harder to write or to film Dr. Sleep for, when that was done like 2 years back or so. Because Dr. Sleep is like a direct sequel to The Shining, so everything that King wrote in The Shining happened for Dr. Sleep, but when it got adapted to film, there were changes to try and keep it in line with Kubrick's version. So, like, with Holloway, because he's still alive in Dr. Sleep, technically, to keep it in line with The Shining that Kubrick directed, they had made him appear to Danny as a ghost or something like that, which I thought worked.
Like, The Shining was a really good movie, and then you, like, go into the inside behind the scenes, every single scene, 100 takes.
Oh, Kubrick was a perfectionist.
Kubrick had great ideas, it's just you had to work hard to get those ideas working.
Yes. Mind you, I love King novels. Like,
Yes.
I'm about over halfway through it. That's got me goddamn mortified at times. And, God, I was horrified with The Shining. It left me feeling so hollow and empty. Because it's just like, oh, I hate, like, domestic abuse situations. Domestic abuse riles me up insanely. So, reading The Shining, right? And, like, all that is just... there's a lot of domestic abuse in there, and then you add on the spirits, the cursed hotel, Jack's drinking. I couldn't deal with it at times, so I just stopped.
He knows how to make us
He does.
scary.
Yeah. I'm not, like, the biggest on horror, because I don't like being scared.
Yeah,
But
me
I-
neither. Couldn't even handle jump scares.
Oh no, jump scares are the worst.
I hate
a-
jump scares.
I'm a pussy.
I think my favorite Stephen King novel. Something about it gives
What novel you cut out?
Firestarter.
Firestarter, ooh. I started reading the Dark Tower series by King as well. That was pretty good. I read the first book and it definitely leans in on the cowboy aesthetic. Got my yeehaw cowboy.
Yeah.
But do you think we've talked about movies enough, or do we want to keep going a little bit more?
Well, I think we don't stop.
Don't start the party? It's like
Movie podcast.
yeah, well, we need to spice it up a little bit. We'll save more movie talk for when other people come on, eh?
Yeah.
Is it time for me to give my hot take?
Oh, do you want to do the hot take? Or
Hot take?
hot take time? Because I was thinking reflection before the hot take.
Ooh, reflection is good.
Yeah, because, like, everybody liked to complain about 2020, didn't they? But,
Yeah.
But here's the question. How bad was it for you guys?
COVID was a bitch, and I hated it so much.
I actually really enjoyed the year, which is probably my hot take. It wasn't that bad for me. I made a lot of money. I finished up my secondary education, and now I'm running the server, and I enjoy the server for the most part. You know, there might be one or two people that I find a bit unsavory at times, but I like being here.
I got into Yakuza this year, which is probably one of the best things that ever happened to me.
Oh god, I went too hard on Yakuza this year. Oh, last year. I bought too many Yakuza games.
Yeah, that was kind of the same with me, considering I got into the series last year.
You got into it in 2020 as well?
Yep.
I got into it around like 2019, I really want to say, like hardcore. Because I got it in like 2018, like late 2018, but really didn't like gel with it at first. But, you know, I gave it another chance because I didn't have anything to play, and then around mid-2019, I want to say, I got into like Zero and Kiwami 2 after that, and yeah, this year, when I started earning like proper money, I really got into it and bought like all the main series games and the spin-offs and stuff.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, you guys have seen the photos of my collection.
I have, and it is pretty hefty.
Mind you, I only plan to expand that. I want to get like the Chinese versions of Judgment and Yakuza 0 because they have different looking characters and
Chinese.
Wait, are you serious?
I'm serious.
Is it to like match the voice actors or like what?
Well, with Judgment, you know all the fuss around Pierre Taki getting removed as Homura or whatever he is?
Yeah.
Well, in like some of the Chinese versions, you can still like get copies of the game that have him as Homura with his face and whatnot.
Oh shit.
I
Yeah.
think this, I'll try to talk a little. I'll stay on a little because a lot of it, if I try to talk about it, it'll just be spoiled. Probably
Yeah.
unpopular opinion. I prefer the new Homura. Homura kind of sucks, in my opinion.
That's fine, but like I just kind of want to own it to say that I have it as well. Because
So you punch the funny thing.
well, think every version of the game that's going to come out now will not have that. But if I pick it up, then I can say that I have that.
You can say you encountered the pain man.
I mean, yeah, everybody can see it, that's what the internet is for. But saying that you own it is something different.
You own him.
Yes, I own him.
You,
And then it's like kind of the same with Yakuza 0 with Lao Guy. Because he has a different voice actor in the Chinese version. And part of that deal was that they put his likeness into the game for that character, so they gave him like a featuring spot on the front cover of the game, and the face is different, you know?
Damn.
is that?
Yeah, Chinese as well.
The extra
I can't
Chinese.
wait for Yakuza localization to be completely changed to the voice actor of here.
Oh my god, that would be so weird.
Imagine that, dude. Imagine like at the can you direct me to where the station is?
No, but
Where
like,
is it?
imagine like you're playing Yakuza and all the characters look like white guys because they actor faced them for the English dub.
You're freaking amazing, dude.
It would be something else, wouldn't it?
Yes.
But yeah, no,
I'd certainly laugh.
I certainly got into the series around 2019, and it was actually the only series at the time I decided, I like this, let's get the platinum. And it's become a problem.
I can kind of tell considering I haven't platted any and you've like finished 6.
Yeah, I've done 0 through 6, so 0, Kiwami, Kiwami 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, with all the platinums. And then I also did the spin-offs Dead Souls and Hokuto ga Gotoku, which is Fist of the North Star Lost Paradise. I only did the English version, not the Japanese version. But I got the plat on that as well.
Very, very nice.
Yes.
I
You've
haven't
seen
gotten
the
very
sunlight.
far enough.
Have I seen the sunlight? Yes, I have open windows. I go out and work, you know. I do have a life. I just know how to do it. I plat 6 in like under 65 hours. And that
Yeah,
was...
'cause 6 is easy to plat.
Yeah, 6 is easy to plat.
I'm trying to plat Yakuza 7, but the final kicking my kind of hard.
I still got plat Judgment. But I don't want to play anymore for a bit, so I've been playing Borderlands 2. Which is Super fun, but kind of easy when you've got all legendaries and you're not even level 20.
God
Wow.
damn.
You just gotta know where they drop.
Yeah.
I've kind of taken a break from that series playing like Days Gone. Hate it.
Gonna be honest, Days Gone is kind of average.
I love
I don't really like Days Gone, but it is what it is, I guess. Anyway, do we want Ed to have his hot takes now?
Ooh.
Shit.
Let me have your time here and talk about how the worst tank is ultimately the best one.
Ooh, I've got a meme for this.
Oh no.
Oh no.
I'm gonna send the meme to you, Ed.
Oh boy. During Prime Podcast time. Ooh.
You keep going. Say what you want
Oh,
to say.
God.
I'm just gonna find the meme while I do.
Oh, I'm talking about a specific World War One tank called, I think, like the Renault FT. I forget the fucking number. I think it's like 14 or something.
Right?
Oh my fucking god, that thing was just a little tankette. And it favored more speed than it did like firepower. So it was very tiny. It's almost like a tin can on wheels, and oh my god, it was like one of the only like actually decent tanks within that war. And like
Because it,
was
had the mobility, it was able to outgun everything just because it couldn't be hit, is what you're saying?
yeah, because it could essentially pull off cavalry maneuvers. And you know the French and cavalry, so it's just kind of hand in hand.
Yes. Check the chat. I got the meme that just says, "Is your favorite tank shit?"
You know what's funny is that mine is the one that says, fuck, where is it? I know it's around here somewhere. Oh yeah, too many white flags. That's the one I'm talking about, is too many white flags.
Too many
Oh,
like
what row is it?
row A.
Fucking all like
Third.
the
from the
third
bottom.
to last row.
Oh, yeah, far
Ooh,
left, third to last.
Senile is pretty close to French tanks in general are a hoot.
It's right next to It's a Fetus.
It's a fetus, guy. We're gonna have to put this image up so people know what we're talking about.
Yes.
This will be the
Some of the
title card.
descriptions are "Never called you back." That's a man,
Never.
baby.
Young
Actual
French.
Nazi.
Listen,
Mobility
politics.
scooter?
I'm arresting you for mod abuse. I think my favorite one though is the tank plane.
Tank
The
plane.
one that just
Drug
says
addict?
drug addict.
Oh shit.
Oh, it's so funny though. One of my friends, one of my friends is a big tank guy. He live streams World of Tanks. He plays it all the time. It's the only thing he really knows at this point. So of course, as soon as I saw the meme, I pinged him with it on Discord and just went about my way. I don't think he really liked it though.
I bet he did. I bet he got butthurt because it probably called this fucking tank shit.
Well, that's the point of the meme. Is your favorite tank shit? They're all shit.
Listen, I'm a French tank appreciator. I know the tank is shit and I love it anyway.
Oh god, I do remember that you like your French tanks. And then I also remember that you got all these Ungus emotes from the French tank server.
Yes, I did. By
I
the
think-
way, fucking shout out to Amazing Ace. He does amazing colorations of fucking FT tanks and has been doing a fucking fan thing for them called like Project Restoration or something. And it's
Yeah.
essentially just a online archive museum for the tank.
Ooh,
And it's actually pretty cool.
that does sound pretty neat.
I think one day we should have guns and stuff.
God, dude. And then there's like don't even get me started on poor weaponry.
Don't even get you started. Then what are we going to talk about if we don't get you started?
Started.
Alright, give me one sec. I'm gonna get started.
Oh god. What have you done?
Dude, okay, so call my opinion trash. I don't care, but I want a fucking Sten gun. Those things are fucking atrocious. They fucking suck. But oh my god, it looks so much fun to shoot one of those little fuckers.
Was it the Sten gun?
Yeah, it's the one that has the lock-in I guess SMG cartridge on the side. It's essentially like a horizontal grease gun made by the British.
So, if I post this image, would you say it's that?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh,
That just looks...
Atrocious.
Yeah, it's tiny.
yeah. That looks
Yes.
like a hot fluke. That looks like a giant.
This is essentially the British version of the grease gun, and it's fucking cool to me. That's
oh
like
my-
a Mark One essentially. They made several iterations of the gun, and like the design got better with time, obviously. But yeah, that's pretty much the general size of those fuckers.
Oh my god, they're
Look at this
tiny. It's like the stock on it just... It looks all so
Yeah, it's
flimsy.
Look at this gun
Mhm.
and tell me it is not just a glue gun. I mean, seriously.
I mean, it
Dude,
looks
This
like
is a
glue gun.
Chad's weapon.
Listen, I think a Chad would just throw stones, if anything.
Dude, are you telling me you wouldn't want to fucking hit a dude in the face with the butt of that stock that was welded onto the fucking barrel chamber?
I feel like you would break.
Are you
Uh,
sure? 'Cause that's like fucking TIG welded on there. I think it's pretty sturdy.
Oh no, I reckon the welding would be sturdy, but it doesn't look sturdy.
Well, not anymore.
Not anymore. Please.
But there was another one too that I thought was pretty cool. It was I think the Owen rifle or the Owen gun. And
I get results for Jurassic World, so
when you type in Owen gun.
yeah. Is it this?
Yeah,
the fuck is that?
It's basically the same thing, but with wooden stock and better grips.
That looks like a
Yeah.
messed up Tommy gun.
but here's the kicker. The Sten gun was made by the British military. The
Uh-huh.
Owen gun was made by a kid in his backyard.
Exactly.
That doesn't surprise me, honestly.
I
Because,
forget
like,
whether he was a New Zealander or an Australian or what. I know he's around that area, but he apparently made one and then got shipped off, and then like his like neighbor or something like got a hold of the gun and actually like got it like.
well,
to
let's
be
go.
used in the
Let's go on
military at some
Wikipedia, the free encyclopedia. The Owen gun, which was officially known as the Owen machine carbine, was an Australian submachine gun designed by Evelyn Owen in 1939. The Owen was the only entirely Australian designed and constructed service submachine gun of World War II and was used by the Australian Army from 1943 until the mid-1960s.
Very quirky.
So
That
Australia-
is super quick. Oh my god, they're from Wollongong?
Yeah, dude.
someone took
It
five
literally
Okay,
made
you
it
said
in his
yeah like you
backyard.
understand that at all.
Well, I read the Wikipedia page like a fucking while ago. Okay, leave me alone.
Yeah, but like, do you know where Wollongong is?
no,
As if you would.
leave me alone, dude.
Okay, you know what?
what?
Let's move on to geography because I want to talk about like weird town names and not stuff you hear on the internet like fucking.
Bro,
Yeah.
that's a good
The low tier.
That is very low tier. I don't remember them off the top of my head, but we got some good ones in Australia. We got Banana in Queensland. We got
Ooh.
Mount Buggery in Victoria. Useless Loop in Western Australia. A low battery thing on my fucking laptop. God, the
Hold
battery
on,
in this
so
is
let me get
shit.
this straight. These are town names?
Yes. Like towns.
shit.
Useless.
Like
Useless loop.
Like these are towns and places.
Alright,
There
so
is-
we made this town. What are we gonna name it? I don't know, Banana.
How about nowhere else in Tasmania? Or Come by
You know
Chance
what?
in New South Wales? You got hey, we got other ones. We got we got Lake Fanny. We got the Never Dunny's Dam. It's like Yorkie's Knob. Mount
You know, I
Misery.
think a bunch of funny men just got sent onto a boat and shipped to Australia. I think that's what happened.
Eggs and Bacon Bay. Break Me Neck Hill.
Yeah, dude. A bunch of funny men just got fucking like, okay, you were too funny. Get the fuck on a boat. You're going to Australia.
But some of the just we have so many dumb names, I swear. Like there's a place here called there's a place in Victoria called Waiai. And there's like Karimba, Bunbartha. It's like how you get these names? Woolloomooloo. I can't even pronunciate that. Here, I'm gonna copy paste the name, and you
Yeah,
guys try to
yeah,
pronunciate this.
Yeah.
Reminds me that like there's like this one town in Canada with this super long name.
Walloomaloo?
Woolloomooloo.
Walloomaloo.
Alright.
Walloomaloo.
You also got like this place.
Manangatang.
Isn't geography just fun?
It is. And then
These names just so on. Think about it.
oh my god, that place in Canada is ridiculous.
Imagine
What?
trying to state that off to the police like you're being attacked. Like, alright, what town are you in? It's like,
Oh wait. Here's two places that you'll like in New South Wales. Pleasure Point, and there's another place called The Boobs.
Are they next to each other?
I think one's a bit further down south.
Which one? Is it the Pleasure Bay?
Pleasure Point's a bit further down south from The Boobs.
Ooh.
I don't actually know, but that would be so funny.
either.
Find out.
And this website that I'm looking at is just like it's so dumb. Gain serious and you're looking for The Boobs or Pleasure Point. It's cringe, but keck at the same time. Oh,
We're in
what's...
Wait, what is the place called?
Yeah, what's this
Boobs?
place called? What?
Is it just called Boobs?
Oh my god. That Welsh town, I remember seeing that clip a while back, just going around. It was,
Holy shit.
tried searching for the place.
Oh my god, gore me.
what? I'm the heat, remember? But anyway, yeah.
Tomato potato. Boobs is technically south. I mean, Pleasure Point is south of Boobs.
Yes!
But
Yes!
it is.
Vindication!
Yes!
Oh,
Boys,
that's
we
made my
did it.
day.
Mission
Boys.
accomplished. This is why you're the boss.
Alright, we going to Australia now.
What, you weren't before?
After learning this, I'm down to go to Australia.
No, I thought you wanted to come down because I was here.
Well,
I
that
mean,
too, but
That is the major reason, but I mean, the fact that Pleasure Point is just south of Boobs is ooh.
Oh god, we had children.
yes.
We are.
I mean, mind you, it's like... I'm pretty sure we've called everybody a child at least once.
Yeah, but it takes one to know one, am I right, fellas?
Oh, you are right, feller.
I'm the most adult child that I know.
How many do you know?
Anyway,
Anyway. Do you have any other history stuff that you want to talk about, Ed?
I mean, I ranted about the SR-71 the other day, but I think everyone heard my piece on that then. I just
Yeah.
love that plane, though. It's such a cool plane.
I mean,
I'm trying to make
One
a
thing-
new one.
okay, one thing I'll probably say about history is like something about the Anzacs. I'm kind of
Politically?
annoyed. Okay, so like, right, I had school for 12 years, or 13 years, right? And every year around Anzac Day, they make us go down to like the shrines and, you know, we remember and lest we forget, etc., etc., right? We pay our respects to those that pass. But I just get super fucking pissed off when they read the eulogy, and it's like, they say, and the New Zealanders who helped us make the name. And I'm like, I don't care if they're not native to our country, they still died with us.
Yeah.
Oh, it just ticked me off every year. And like, I got a friend that's migrated, or yeah, migrated I guess from New Zealand, you know. He used to live in New Zealand, he lives in town here. You know, I was like, that's so disrespectful in my opinion. Like, what would you
Yes.
say if like, okay, so say there's a war in America and like a few states group together to make an army corps, right? It's not split into something else, it's like based on states. So say you have like, I don't know, Ohio, Michigan, and Utah, right?
Yeah.
And like, then at like eulogies or something, so you go to a eulogy down like Ohio or whatever, and they just kind of shit on all the effort that people from Michigan put in. Like,
Yeah, that's no bueno.
yeah, that is very no bueno. Oh, Human will be back. Okay, he's taking a short break, but yeah, to me that's no bueno. And like for a country that's becoming as very politically correct PC culture as Australia, because mind you, it's getting very annoying at this point. You know, we can't do the funny racist jokes. We have to be respectful to people of color and people of different sexualities at all times. If we say something people don't like, then they're going to harass and hound you on the news because you did a wrong. You won't have a career in Australia in comedy if you do that stuff now.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
It's now a social point society, essentially.
Well, I think one of the biggest legislative changes we've had in years was actually giving homosexual people the right to marry each other. They couldn't do that in Australia till a few or so years back. I don't remember how long exactly. But it's a recent change from the 2010s. And now it's like they're kind of, I'd say, overstepping how much. Like, we're sucking up to them too much that it feels like it's at the detriment of everybody else.
Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. I
Like,
think that happens a lot.
it
in
does happen a
of
lot, but
situations, and it sucks.
I have no problem against the LGBT people, right? But
Yeah.
I don't like how comedy is getting censored at points to where humor is a lot more PC, because that isn't what I find funny. Oh well, I guess it's just the current climate. I'll always find something to laugh at, but it just ain't the same.
I mean, a good spicy joke now and then is really good, but I mean, I don't know. Right now, with how people are, it's not the greatest time.
No, it ain't exactly gravy, is it?
It ain't gravy at all.
It annoys me at times because superiority complexes, I don't know. It just don't feel right. If we're truly being an accepting society, then people should be accepting of the people that don't want to accept it, you know? Or the people that want to
Yeah, it's a
make jokes
two-way
about it.
street.
It is a two-way street. And not everybody's going to accept it. Some people will still want to make jokes, etc., etc.
Yeah, both sides really do have to get that, like, mutual understanding going, but both don't want to get to that point. They just want to have it their way.
Everybody needs a bit of mutual understanding, Eddie boy. I think that's like the biggest problem with social interaction these days. That people don't have a mutual understanding. But I mean, what can you do? So I must ask, is it time for the DIY corner?
Ooh, yes. What should I cover in this hot segment?
It's time for the DIY corner, human.
Scared.
Would you like to know electrical, plumbing, or a bit of construction?
I'd say maybe start with just some decent tips to save money around plumbing, but I don't know.
Ooh.
Because, like, I reckon the first thing you should do is probably recommend, or you should probably do is recommend safe but cheap things. And if you're talking construction or electrical, that isn't really safe to start off with.
What? I always do it safe.
Yeah, you do it safe, but your advice won't always translate to somebody, and that can get a bit messy. And then we could be held liable if they follow our instructions or so, you know?
So don't do this, but stick a fork in an outlet.
We have to make this kind of
You know, as a trained electrician, sticking the fork in the outlet will usually see if there's a circuit going.
Listen, it helps test it to know if there's current.
God, my dad is
No,
a.
but seriously, please shut off the entire house when you're working on electrical. Don't even risk just shutting off a single breaker or two, because there can be like cross wiring. So like an outlet in one section of the house will be on another area's breaker, and that is no good.
Oh, very no good.
That one could still be on while the entire room looks off. So always shut off the whole house. Have some sort of device that actually helps, read stuff to make sure. Because I have something at home that's like a no contact voltage tester. And I can put it up to an outlet essentially and see whether or not it has any electricity going to it.
Right, because I was
That's
gonna
how you
say,
can keep pretty safe with that.
I know bits and pieces of electrical stuff between like doing physics for the last 2 years, because we talk a lot about circuits in physics and stuff like that.
Yeah,
And the fact that
that
my
plays
dad is
heavy in
actually a qualified electrician as well.
very
like,
epic.
It is very epic. People
Yeah.
have a lot to say about my dad. I think they think he's cooler than me, but anyway. I know bits and pieces for what I've picked up over the years.
But
So, anyway, Ed, cheap plumbing tricks.
for plumbing, it can be kind of tricky depending on what you need fixed. If it's like, say, something easy, I'd say, and
Well, what
keep
would
in
be
mind,
easy?
all plumbing is hard. As someone at work said to me, and I think this is a very accurate quote, if you're doing plumbing, it will either be a small, medium, or a large nightmare. But it will always be a nightmare.
Hopefully, that's what I say when I go to sleep every night.
Well,
Yeah,
we can you
it's worth it.
explain that a plunger is not
Plungers are very helpful in easy situations with, like, say, like a quick clog in like the sink or something. Even though that sounds nasty, I mean, you can wash it. Let's be real. You just need to get enough suction to at least get moving the block in it. That way, it can at least get some more rushing water going through it to flush it out.
Gotta give it the suck.
Exactly, Mundo Buckaroo. Some fixes can be worse than others. Like, say the dropper in your sink breaks, so you can't fill up the sink anymore. Or if you filled up the sink, it's now stuck to be filled up, and like you can no longer like lift it up. You're gonna want to get some like plumber's putty and stuff like that to go with it, but those are fairly easy fixes. I think the most that fix will run you is about like maybe $20, and you just like run it down through the back and just insert it. It'll just be a little bit awkward because you have to work around the pipes.
Alright.
It really is server dad.
He truly is dad.
Yes.
I drink Guinness and I fix shit. What's up?
God, are you sure you're not Irish? You got the ginger hair.
I mean, my grandfather's like dad was an Irish immigrant in
So
Canada.
You mean
but
your
it's beside the point.
great-grandfather was Irish? Oh, no.
Yeah, but I digress. I'm American, so I can't claim shit. Even
No,
though I
but,
have
like-
Irishmen that have validated for me that I am one of the most Irish Americans that they have ever met. But
Oh, I
that's
could...
tooting my own horn.
No, I could probably see people saying that between the friggin' Guinness and the construction with all the IRA memes and...
Yeah, and the music I choose to listen to.
Sea shanties, boys.
Yeah.
Wellham and Pog.
There's some fixes you're definitely gonna want. Like, sorry, I'm going back to plumbing, but
Nah, that's fine.
there's some fixes. Like, if you're fixing like your toilet, like let's say your toilet isn't getting any more water in the reservoir, right? So when you flush it, there's nothing coming out. You know, it's not filling up with water, so you can get a flush. Cheapest ones that you can get at like the store are like what, $15 or so, and you don't even have to pay for the plumber's putty or anything because it usually has a seal on like both sides that
So you're
already
saying
screws
that
in with
the cheapest fix for like your reservoir not filling up is just to literally buy something? Wow. I
Yeah.
thought I was coming here for life hacks.
Well, listen, you buy it for $13-15 and you put in the man hours so you don't have to end up paying like $150 for some fucking fat ass to just fucking come in there and do it for you.
I mean, but can we go lower?
Well,
Is there?
it really depends on how shot. Do you want to go in like a crack house and steal like the fucking like toilet pump? Is that what you want to do? Like,
Hey,
do you
I'm not
wanna-
paying anything, so I just might.
You fucking go in with like a wrench just so you can whack people over the head with it. You're just like, get the fuck away from me! I'm getting this fucking toilet pump.
I need my toilet to work. You just hear like the TF2
Be
scout
able to
bonk
flush
sound
in
effect.
3 days.
I need a shit, and the toilet's pretty full right now.
Fuck, dude.
Just go to your McDonald's. Like near McDonald's whenever you need to.
How to save on your toilet bill. You don't use your own toilet, go to the Macca's.
Just go into your neighbor's house that you just so happen to have a key to.
And shit in his toilet.
I never said shit in his toilet.
Where else would you shit? Where are you suggesting we shit then, Edward?
Okay, so next fix. So something shits in your sink.
Next fix. How to fix your fucking attitude.
Shit, I don't know how to do that.
Well, we start by doing one of these.
No.
I just disconnected him from the PC.
Oh shit! I'm so
Oh, I should have disconnected him, but... Oh god.
Man, I didn't realize I was kicked. I was going on a fucking steal. Y'all tripping. Y'all fucking tripping.
The first thing to do to fix your attitude, you do one of these. Hey, you ain't from Michigan if you ain't never done this before.
Can't have shit in Detroit. Not even a fucking attitude. God damn.
Oh god, my stomach hurts so much from laughing.
That's my kind of joke though on this Discord service. It's like, hey, kick.
Mod abuse.
It'd be mod
About
abuse
to
if
do
I did to
another
regular
fix,
users. Like this guy here. Just... Nah.
Ban
I w-
someone.
Imagine if I did. You know, it's like, oh, somebody's talking in general, just random ban.
Bam.
The monthly ban.
We put every user into a fucking random draw, and whoever gets pulled out gets banned.
Wait, what if you appear on it?
I wouldn't put myself in there.
No, but every user, or else. Say something that I shouldn't have said.
Mod abuse. I don't put my name in there.
That is serious abuse.
Anyway, do you have any more fixes that you'd like to share with us today, Ed? Maybe one more?
Well, I did, but you kicked me.
Can you share it again then?
I don't know if I want to. No, I will. To go on to like the toilet, sometimes the wax ring will wear out on like the seal of the toilet just to keep everything, suctioned in. And those will run you an extremely high penny if you don't get it on right the first time. And you have to make sure you get it right the first time if you're using actual wax.
So what tip would you use to help get it on right the first time then? Are there any little tips
Just
for that?
like the last couple tips, you fucking buy something.
Yeah, okay. You obviously buy the wax, but like when
No,
applying
you
it,
don't buy the wax.
Oh.
There is actually a seal, like a rubber seal, that essentially acts like a gasket instead.
ooh, quirky.
Yeah, which I found was really neat, and that actually helped me to do my mom's toilet in her bathroom. And I could just pick it up, re-put it on all day, every day, and it wouldn't matter. And it's
That is-
honestly really nice.
That does sound nice. Yeah, that's an improvement.
I've learned.
It is.
So, I guess. Well, I got one last topic here on the dock, but you reckon we talk about that, then probably wrap it up?
Yeah, I mean, it's been about, like, what?
Hour and a
Almost.
half?
Yeah, almost.
Yeah. So, let's start with Human, because he hasn't been talking too much between the breaks and just having a horrible mic.
Well, okay.
What was your first gaming experience, if you can remember?
So, completely honest, I don't remember. But I remember when I was younger, I had played this shit. I played a lot. I had.
What game was it? Because you're cutting out.
Oh, well, I had a lot of games. I had from games that were, like, famous to, like, knockoff games that were.
Oh, the shovelware.
Ooh, shovelware.
Those bottom of the bin games.
What, like FIFA 08?
Don't shit on FIFA 08.
I'm gonna be honest, I just said random numbers, but I'm not too much of a FIFA guy.
Yeah.
I've only played, like, one FIFA game in my entire life.
Was it FIFA 08?
Maybe.
I think I have a few FIFA games on my PS2, but like past that, I didn't really like FIFA.
See, I just played actual soccer, not video game soccer.
Yeah, I'd usually prefer to run around if anything. So let's ask the boomer. What was your first gaming experience?
God, dude. Oh, my first gaming experience, like that I can like remember.
Yeah.
God, I think it was an N64 game. It might have been
Oh.
Banjo-Kazooie.
Ooh.
Pretty Pogcast.
Yeah, It was either that or I got my handheld game first, but I don't remember. If so, it was like probably like my Game Boy Advanced SP.
And what game would
And I
that have
had
been?
like a Namco Museum on it. So I got to play like the classics.
Oh, ho,
Oh.
ho.
Like there was Mrs. Pac-Man, Dig Dug, Galaga,
Dig Dug.
Galaxis. Yeah, dude, Dig Dug was my fucking shit.
Hell yeah. That's base.
And then I think I had like Tech and the Power of Juju for like the Game Boy
I
as
had
well.
that for the PS2.
Very
I know I had.
quality.
Oh no, was it like Tack the Great Juju Challenge or something?
I think
Something like that. I had that on the PS2.
very, very buggers.
But speaking
Ooh.
of PS2, that's probably my first gaming experience. The good old Sony Gay Station 2. The
See, I
highest
used
selling
to
video game
watch
console
the
in the world.
PlayStation 2. That was. Honestly, I liked watching Ratchet and Clank. That was what my cousin was really into on the PS2.
I had the first Ratchet and Clank, didn't play 2 or 3. But probably my earliest gaming experience is either The Simpsons Hit and Run, which is
Ooh.
absolutely based. God, that game is so good. Especially for like a tie-in game. You don't expect that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was quality. The characters were well written for it. Like, you know, it could have been an episode of the show if you really wanted. And
Mhm.
it was either that or I think you guys might have heard me go on about it before. Madagascar for the PS2.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That game actually did stuff. Oh, I loved it. It felt good. And like you played as all 4 of the main characters, you play as the penguins, you'd run through the zoo, you ran through New York, you took over the boat as the penguins, and then you went on the island, and there were lots of mini games, there was lots of exploring, it felt good to play. It was fun, and like each level had like arcade games that you could find, and I don't know, the game was quality, and you don't expect something like that from a tie-in.
I mean, yeah, honestly, that game. Yeah.
Like, it did not hold back. It wanted to be based, and it did.
Yeah. It really
better-
went balls out.
They really went balls out. Other games I can think of, Spider-Man 2.
Ooh, that was good.
Yeah, I grew up on Spider-Man 2. So, I didn't realize how much people liked it until I got older and actually had the internet. I was just like, yeah, it's good, it's Spider-Man. Also had another Spidey PS2 game called Ultimate Spider-Man. Have you guys heard of that?
I don't think I have.
Wait, what you
Ooh.
said it was a PS2 one?
Yes. You played as both Spider-Man and Venom. It was super fun. Like, it's set in the Ultimate Comic Universe, so like that's the one where Miles Morales came from after Peter Parker got killed by the Green Goblin there. But it was a story about the symbiote, and it was just honestly really cool, because you'd switch between Spidey and Venom, and you had appearances from like the Human Torch, and Nick Fury was there, and oh my god.
It looks pretty neat, actually.
Yeah. There's a lot of like time trials and races and stuff, and each character had different mechanics. Like Venom could actually heal by feeding off of people, but you know,
Really?
everybody would run from him on the streets, and police would actually try to fight him, and
Damn.
but my copy was like scratch to all hell now.
Game
So if I replay it, it's either I find a PS2 copy online or something, or I just emulate it. But it was super fun. And now I'm trying to think, because, yeah, another one I remember a lot was, Jack 3. Didn't play the first two, but I played the last game in the series.
Damn. I like Jack, though. Jack and Dexter was good.
Jack and Daxter was so good. I remember a few years, like, when I was a few years older than these memories, I played Daxter on the PSP.
Me too. That shit was good. I also
That was
played The
so
Lost
good.
Frontier on the PSP. I
Yep,
like
same.
that one.
Lost Frontier was actually pretty good for PSP, but
Yeah.
I also played
One of the best titles.
what else was there? I played the original Ratchet and Clank on PS2. Ratchet and Clank was like a series that I knew a lot about, but barely played any of. Like, I played the original on PS2. I played Size Matters and Secret Agent Clank on PS3. PSP, sorry. I don't know why I said PS3, but like, that was about it for the most part till I really got into gaming with like my PS3 and PS4 later on. But then it was like the Future Trilogy with like, Tools of Destruction, a Crack in Time. Was it a Crack in Time? Nexus? Like all that.
So, and this may be an unpopular opinion, but the open season PS2 game,
Oh my god, that game I remember.
I so
I had
so
an open
ever since
season
that
for the Game Boy.
Open Season PS2 was actually pretty damn good.
Yes, it was amazing.
The Game Boy version was good too. I played that one.
I remember sniping with rabbits in the PS2 version. Oh god, that's memories. I barely remember anything about it. Futurama on the PS2 as well.
Ooh, oh, okay, I borrowed that from
But no, I actually played a bunch of decent stuff growing up. But then for like every decent thing, I had a really childlike kids game. Because, you know, I was a child. So like there was a lot of SpongeBob games that I had.
I
Oh,
had a
you
plug and
know it,
play
dude.
SpongeBob. Pretty good.
And like I didn't even have the good games like Battle for Bikini Bottom or anything. I had like SpongeBob Lights Camera Pants. I had the Nickelodeon crossover games. Let me see if I can find one. It was like called Battle for Volcano Island. Yeah, here it is. Just look at the cover. But there we go. Like look at that cover.
Battle Volcano Island.
And then here's what the game looked like.
It's like, I like to think of it as like, these animals ain't shit.
Okay, I'm gonna look up Nickelodeon PS2 games because I actually like had a lot. Oh, that's the other one. Oh no. They were like, they had like this cinematic universe thing going on with the Nickelodeon PS2 crossover games. Because like they had a story that went from one to the next.
Oh
It
yeah, I forgot about that.
The next one in the series was Nicktoons Attack of the Toy Bots, which had this cover. It's just like bringing back memories, I swear. Like they weren't horrible, but they were certainly like Nickelodeon games, you know?
Yeah.
Made with the intention of getting parents to buy them for kids. And then the last one was what? SpongeBob SquarePants featuring Nicktoons, Globs of Doom. So this is where this was on the Wii? Oh, well, it would have been on the Wii, but what one was it that actually surprised me? Let's see. But you can tell this is where they really knew SpongeBob was like their main thing. So they just kind of banked on it. For better and for worse, I guess. But I don't know, it's always cool revisiting these things because God, it's been a hot minute since I actually thought about them. You got,
I think I beat the game.
I was gonna say, what other nostalgia trip games do you guys have?
Ooh. There was, I think, a Nickelodeon game going back to it, but there was like the Game Boy camera one where like you literally were like taking photos the whole time, like it was Pokemon Snap, but with Nickelodeon characters.
That is interesting.
It was really fucking fun. And you were like facing off against Zim.
Against, oh,
Yeah, he was the main antagonist of like the whole game.
that reminds me, I had the iToy games and SingStar. It's yeah.
Well, I think it's about time.
Yeah, if we're starting to get a bit quiet, I reckon it is about time. So what? That was episode 1 of our new Serena podcast. Emphasis on the pog.
Yes.
What next episode? We're hoping to have another person join, so we'll start having guests.
Yes. It'll get very puggers.
Yeah, especially if we start rotating guests. Because I know
Mhm.
some people are a bit iffy because they thought like they'd be a permanent stature, but at this point, we're just trying to see how it worked with the 3 of us.
Yeah, and it's better to have a good rotation because it keeps things fresh, you know?
It does keep things fresh, you know. If we get a lot of strong personalities going, then we can switch them around every so often. I reckon people are gonna like that.
Mm-hmm.
Because I know it would be entertaining.
Yeah.
And that's about it.
Yeah.